If anybody's going to be arrested, it should be this guy right here.
Have you ever been yelled at for helping someone? Well, I was, and it didn't stop there. It got so wild the cops had to get involved. Here's what happened. I was working on an overgrown yard for a kind elderly couple. Trash was everywhere. Weeds had taken over, and the place looked like it hadn't been touched in years. They couldn't handle it themselves, so as a volunteer gardener, I was happy to help. Then, out of nowhere, I hear someone shout, "What are you doing over there?" I turned to see a woman storming across the street, arms crossed and fuming. "Cleaning their yard," I replied, holding up my rake. She scoffed. "Oh, sure. Helping them, huh? Nobody ever comes to help me. My yard's a mess too. Why don't you just come over and do mine while you're at it?" I glanced at her lawn. It was a disaster zone. Trash, broken branches, and who knows what were scattered everywhere. But I couldn't believe the entitlement in her tone. "Sorry," I said politely. "I'm here because this couple reached out for help. I have a list of homes to work on, and I can't drop everything to clean your yard." Her face turned red. She jabbed her finger at me and snapped, "We'll see about that." Then she stormed back into her house. About 15 minutes later, a police car pulled up. 2 officers stepped out, looking as confused as I felt. "Sir, we got a report about trespassing and property damage. Can you tell us what's going on here?" I couldn't help but laugh. "I'm a volunteer gardener. The owners of this house asked me to clean their yard. I'm not trespassing, I'm helping." Then she appeared again. The neighbor came stomping over, pointing at me like I'd committed a serious crime. "There he is," she shouted. "He's over there making all this noise, ignoring my yard. It's not fair. I have a baby on the way, and no one ever helps me. If he's going to help them, he should help me too." The officers stared at her for a second, clearly trying not to laugh. "Ma'am," one of them said, "he's not obligated to clean your yard. If you need help, you'll have to arrange it yourself." Her jaw tightened, and she muttered something under her breath before storming back inside. Finally, I could finish the job. As I cleared the last pile of leaves, I noticed something odd, a line of old bricks poking out from the ground. Curious, I cleared more debris and uncovered a beautiful stone sidewalk. It looked like it hadn't been touched in decades. When I showed it to the elderly couple, they were overjoyed. "This used to lead to our garden," they said. "We thought it was gone forever." But here's the thing. What I found at the end of that sidewalk. That's a story for another time. So, what do you think? Was I too nice to the neighbor, or should I have said something more? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to hear about what I found at the end of that sidewalk, hit follow. I promise, it's worth it.